Hey, welcome to episode 75 of the Luke and Lewis Show. We're back at it again. We're all quarantined. I'm in my new house. Luke's in his old house. Keelan still lives with his mum. Loser!
What a dork.
What a fucking loser. I finally moved out. Now I can poo down on all you dorks living with their mums. Hey, Ruben, how's your mum? You going to keep it down?
She's lovely. She's making me dinner, actually, so...
Oh,
where's your
yeah,
dinner
she
coming
would
from?
make you dinner. Well,
Dude,
my
that
dinner's-
actually sounds
my dinner's
awesome.
coming off my own back, bro.
That actually sounds so
Right.
good right now. Like just someone making me a meal. Who am I kidding? Meg makes me dinner every night. I shouldn't be complaining. I'm a piece of shit. Never mind, guys.
Does she really?
Huh?
Does she really?
Most nights, yeah.
Wow.
What do you cook?
What are your domestic duties, Luke?
I do bins, vacuuming.
Not a job,
Um,
easy.
We just kind of like taking in turns with the dishes.
Yeah.
Just cleaning up.
Taking
General.
turns.
I definitely pull my weight, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm
A
always
couple of
so
steps
fucking.
and you put it down and go, "Hey, mate, can you finish this off? I'm going to leave it on the floor."
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm always just so busy doing stuff like this. You know, sorry, I got to go hang out with my dude friends over Zoom for 2 hours. And it's called a job, you know?
Yeah.
When really I'm just waiting on Centrelink like everyone else to come in.
Yeah. Have you applied?
Yes.
Yeah, I've hit that intent to claim. I don't even know if I'm eligible. I'm just hitting that button so in case
I think-
something comes in, I'll get
I think
back
there was
paid.
a lot of optimistic people just smashing that intent to claim, going, look, I do intend to be a dole bludger.
Yeah.
I have no idea if I'm allowed to be, though.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you're hitting that intent and then just like crossing your fingers and hopefully, you know, it comes around to your industry. We'll see. I don't know if the Scott Morrison's going to do a national address about the state of YouTubers in this crisis, but one can hope.
You know who I
gotta-
feel sorry for in this crisis? Like everyone's
Yeah.
been going, oh, the arts are suffering and hospitality. Dude, no one's got the back of thieves.
Yeah.
They're doing it tough right now
Thieves
because
are
everyone's
fucked.
home. It's the worst time in modern history to be a thief, a full-time thief. Because they
Yeah.
would have, and you know what? They can't even apply for Centrelink because even though they've lost over 30% of their business from this pandemic, you can't really claim that on a government website.
Not
Otherwise
really.
you
You
go to
wouldn't really
jail.
declare that income. Well, worse than jail, you have to pay tax on it, which is fucking awful.
That would be annoying. I wonder,
Although
like,
the
now
theft
what people
industry isn't-
thief.
Well, I was going to say the theft industry isn't completely dead because I think Jazz stole a toaster from Kmart. So
Oh, that's
it's still,
good.
it's still there, yeah.
Right, online or...
Oh, self-serve checkout. I think they were doing some kind of deal or sale where you,
Oh,
you
yeah.
buy a kettle and you get a toaster for free.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the
Yeah.
old if you buy a kettle, you can forget to scan your toaster deal. It's a sweet
Yeah.
deal.
Well, you know, we've moved to Frankston. We're trying to engage in the local customs. It's
That's good.
so we're trying our best.
That's good. You're trying to fit in. So yeah, I just think like if you're a thief and you're out there and you feel underrepresented right now, this is the show where you can feel safe. Also stop, but like at the same time though, you know, I still feel bad for you. Everyone's been affected and
Yeah.
it doesn't go unnoticed is all I'm saying. But I want to talk about what do you thieve these days from houses? Because like back in the day, it seemed like flat screens and stuff were the real prime
Yeah.
option. Dude, it's not really that expensive anymore to like buy a TV. It's not worth that much on the black market.
Yeah. And also, if you steal a TV, that's kind of the only thing you can steal unless you have a car and you make multiple trips. I feel like thieving is a very in and out thing.
See, at
I
this
think
point,
jewels is still an option.
jewels, yeah, jewelry. Yeah, see, if a thief came to our house, I would laugh. If I caught them, I'd be like, you know what, mate? You can search the house, take whatever the fuck you want. You're the only one here that's going to be disappointed. Like,
Yeah.
and like, if they took my car, I get more back from the insurance money than if I was to sell it at this point. My car's a piece
Probably.
of shit. I crashed it on the. Oh, I shouldn't talk about that in case my. Anyway, just in case my landlord's
Someone
listening.
rear-ended you. Is that what you were saying? And it was
Yes, if my
completely their
landlord's
fault?
listening, I definitely didn't crash it into the carport.
That's not good. Fuck.
Yeah.
Although there's nothing else to do at home, is there, other than drive into your own house?
Yeah, I've just been trying to recreate classic Tokyo drift scenes in my front yard.
Well, I've speaking of that, I've been thinking that like because everyone's stuck at home, I think that everyone's bar for like an incredible scene has really lowered. You know, like when you were leaving the house every day, going out Friday, Saturday night, an incredible scene was like watching someone punch on with a bouncer, even though the bouncer was twice the size of them. That's an incredible scene.
That was an old story. Like that would have been a story like, oh man, the other night I saw this. Nowadays, the bar's been lowered for sure on like what people are telling each other. Like I caught up with my mates over Zoom last night. And just the bar of like, so what have you boys been up to? It was like, oh, we went to Coles and I heard a lady cough, but then we walked away. And we're like, oh, shit, no way, dude. That's fucking unreal. Because I haven't heard anyone cough in like a month now.
Yeah, I think everyone is really holding in their coughs. I was in the supermarket and I needed to sneeze. I started panicking. I was like, oh, no, where am I going to sneeze? Can I hold it in?
Did you just explode in the middle of the thing? Like...
I did the thing where I just held my nose and almost blew my neck out. You know?
Right. It's a smart strategy. It's better than being... The public judgment at the moment of even hinting a sniffle is not worth it.
Yeah, definitely. I think that the incredible scene bar has really been lowered. Like now, the only time you see an incredible scene, it's when you're by yourself. Can't really experience it with anybody else. And it's also not as incredible as, you know, it would have been fucking 3 weeks ago. But I had an incredible scene happen to me. I'm in my new house. I'm not used to the toilet. The lid falls down if you don't put it all the way up properly, right? So I was using it, pulled the toilet lid up, and then it started to fall down, but my hands were full because obviously I used 2 hands and a tripod. And as the toilet seat started to fall down, I was midstream. I was like, oh no, I'm not going to catch it in time.
Hang on, do you actually use 2 hands?
And a tripod, yes.
Okay.
No, I don't. I use 1.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, that would be super weird if you were just like double handing it. Like you need that much control.
Yeah, like a toddler. I piss like a toddler. 2 hands, pants all the way down to the floor.
Yeah.
No underwear. Right?
I bet you that's how Keelan pissed till he was like 14. Just pants down and going, what?
Nothing wrong with this. So... I'm pissing on midstream. The toilet seat starts to fall down. I'm like, I'm not going to catch it in time. Paused my stream. The toilet seat fell down. Resumed the stream. No spillage. Didn't get it anywhere. What an incredible scene.
You like were pissing, then saw it happening, timed the pee stream to stop. Did you get any drips on the floor when you were trying to...
No drips on the floor. Ooh. It was like the fucking piss matrix.
Wow. That is an incredible scene. I would like to see a chick try and do that. That is definitely a male brag for sure, that one.
Absolutely. You couldn't even do that with a Shewee unless you put your finger on the bottom.
Oh, you'd have to put a plug on it. There.
No, but then it'd probably fill up, come out the sides, go down your legs.
Well,
guys, I think we've got a bit graphic here.
But the point is, that is incredible. Actually, that would have almost been incredible in the past, but definitely that's probably the best thing I've heard all week, which is how low the bar is.
That's the best thing I've done all week. Really.
I know. I wish it happened to me.
An incredible scene in the bathroom.
I'm hearing it like secondhand through video chat, and it's made my night. That's how fucking boring my day's been.
Well, we want to hear more incredible scenes. So if you have an incredible scene at home, email us, lukeandlewis5@gmail.com. Chuck incredible scene at home in the subject line. Tell us your incredible scenes that you've had at home. That would 3 weeks ago would be kind of boring, but now, fuck, it's an event.
See, like, I don't have anything nearly that caliber, like that standard. You've really set the bar high there. But I guess, like, we have been trying to get creative to try and, make light of a bad situation, I guess. It was one of my best mates' birthdays last night, and we thought, look, we always catch up, everyone's birthdays usually, and he wanted to do like a formal event this year. So we're like, you know what, let's not let this stop us. So we did formal attire from the waist up. Obviously no pants from the waist down because we're on a webcam. There's no reason to fully suit up. We still want maximum comfort, but with a formal vibe. And
of course, I'm wearing a denim jacket and a nice white shirt, but I got trackies underneath.
Yeah, I just thought you were wearing a mankini from the waist down. You could be just completely nude, and it wouldn't affect the podcast at all.
Oh, mate, that incredible scene in the bathroom that happened actually 30 seconds before I told the story.
Yeah, I don't get that. Why did I laugh?
Because I was pissing on camera. That's very strange that you would laugh at.
Oh yeah. Okay, I thought.
Ruben, why did you laugh? Did you get
I
it?
got the joke. I just thought it was
okay.
so funny. Like instantly after you laughed, Luke, your facial expression was like, "Holy shit!"
I thought you said like something else, and I was like, and then I was also like trying to do a bit of like what we call like podcast theatrics, which was, and often I have to do it on this show, which is where Lewis says something that I assume is a joke. I give him like a polite, and now moving on, type thing.
What Luke Kidgel means is that he doesn't recognize humor because he has Asperger's. He's like, haha, social cues. Yes, I can't make eye contact.
This has nothing to do with me maybe having anything like that, but I did say something fucking stupid last week in the podcast, and this shows how little. I'm going to say we, because you've probably done it a few times as well, but mainly me, this one. This is how little I fact check shit before saying it on a podcast. Did you realize that I think I said, and I think it was a throwaway comment, I saw a video of someone going, now that the pollution's gone, I can now see the Eiffel Tower from London. Now, I said that and then really didn't think about it at all. Even when watching the video, I was like, oh, okay, that's weird. And then, of course, you can't see the Eiffel Tower from London. It's ages away. It's in another country.
It's just too far away. Even if it was clear.
I think a part of me was like, oh, man, Europe is pretty small, but it's not that small.
I don't know why I didn't pick you up on that. Because, when I read the comment, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm a moron for hearing that and going, oh, wow, that's
you guys
crazy.
Should be better at pulling me up on stuff like that. Like, I feel like I need better people around me. I feel like Logan Paul, when he did the Suicide Forest thing, there was no one around him that told him that wasn't okay. This is a lesser extent to that, but you guys need to be there pulling me up on my shit.
I think that's pretty up there with the Suicide Forest. Like, if you really think about it, we wouldn't be able to see the Sydney Opera House from Melbourne. That's like the same shit. That's so much closer, but there's no way you'd be able to see it.
It was a really dumb thing to say, and I just wanted to address that because someone commented saying, is anyone going to break it to Luke that was clearly a joke? And I just commented saying like, oh, someone better tell him, but I dip's not because I don't want to, he would be pretty embarrassed. So,
Ruben, Keelan, you guys didn't notice that at all?
As the genius of the podcast, I'm pretty disappointed in myself for sure.
You know what? I actually, it's your fault. I take no responsibility for that going to air. You should have.
Here's the thing: if I had to pull you up on every single mistake you made, Luke Kidgel, we'd be here for 4 hours. So
imagine if we did all Keelan's. Fuck, it would be a 24-hour live stream. This podcast.
He barely contributes, and even then, you're right.
Speaking of the you being smart thing, Ruben. So we talked about
something. We've got some bad news for you, Ruben. We do need to talk about this.
Oh wait, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was going to say that when we said that you were the smartest person on the show, all three of us, myself, Luke, and Keelan, got a text from Radio Mike, who actually got an ATAR of 96.
Yes, I got that text as well.
Dude, this is what I want to talk about. It. So we talked about this last week.
He texts you?
Yeah.
Fuck, what does he do? He needs some
also,
hobbies. He's texting
I found pretty
all 4
funny.
people the same text.
Exactly the same text message. I saw you guys post it in our group chat, and I was like, oh, because I was like, oh, Mike's reaching out to me, sending me a nice text message about something on the show. Turns out he sent the exact same thing, word for word.
So he's just copy pasting.
Ruben, this is what you need to know about being friends with Mike. Mike thinks one thing's funny to text once, and if he gets one hit, so if someone goes haha to a thing, he will send it to the 20 people closest to him. Now, if you fall in that circle, then great, you're all going to receive the exact same text. He does it with, used to do it with jokes around the radio station. Did you just spill something on yourself, Lewis?
Yeah, I've just spilled coffee all over myself. Hang on, I'm in my bedroom. I'll just change. You keep going.
Oh, man. He will back in the radio days, and Keelan can definitely confirm this. Mike would do a joke to Lewis, and then if Lewis would go, good, Mike would individually tell everyone who in the team the same joke throughout the night. It's so weird just watching Lewis just throw his clothes into the shot. This podcast is getting hella steamy. Yeah.
Do you think I can see. I'm not sure if the audience can see that, but I definitely saw a bit of skin on Lewis there.
Yeah.
Hey,
our
mate, you're
webcam.
welcome. That's in lieu of you being paid this week.
Do you think it maximizes the joke if you tell people individually rather than in the group?
Oh, absolutely not. You need to tell jokes in a group setting.
Yeah.
That's what makes it funny. Like, that's what stand-up comedy is.
Yeah.
Telling a joke to a group of people is funnier than just one person, because otherwise Luke and I would be totally fine. Our tour would go as planned, just going around to one guy's house and telling them one joke and going, what do you reckon? Tell me it's funny.
If Mike was a comedian, he would just text his set to like 20 of his closest friends and be like, well, I'm going to take the night off. This has been great. I've got I've got 13 lols, two left on scenes, and a couple of ha-has. What a fucking great night.
Mate, I think you would get a lot more left on scenes than just two.
I actually didn't reply to that message, Mike. If you're listening, I'm sorry.
Neither did I.
Yeah. The reason why it amuses me is because, like, I can just tell how mad it would have made him, because we're like, man, Ruben's the smartest member of the team. And Mike would have been sitting there stewing on this going, it doesn't matter. Who cares? And then he would have been like, no, I'll send it. And then he definitely just would have. It amuses me. It's a classic private school kid move.
It is, you know what? It is just very funny that he would even expect a response when he's copy and pasting correspondence. Like, being friends with Radio Mike is like signing up to a spam email. Like, you're just going to get the same shit that 10,000 other people get. You might read the subject line, but you're not going to open it and read the whole thing.
It's like I'm still signed up to like this paintball company, and they just go like, oh, there's a sale on. They texted me the other day going, there's a sale on. I was like, no shit.
How about this? I've got a good idea. Get your phones up, boys, and open up Radio Mike, and we'll all text in the same thing. We're all just going to text all caps stop to cease communications.
Dude,
unsubscribed.
Oh, that's good. I wonder if he'll send.
So mad.
I bet he's going to
just
send the
send it
exact
now.
same response back to all of us, though.
Well, we'll check in with that a little bit later. And guys, I think that this qualifies as an incredible at-home scene.
Yes, so do send in your incredible scenes. Obviously, the bar is lowered. Doesn't have to be as good as Lewis's. lukeandlewis5@gmail.com is the email. We've been getting so much correspondence this week. And for a second...
Radio Mike, welcome to the Luke and Lewis show. I text you and you call me back. I'm sorry?
What the fuck is this stop thing about?
The stop thing? Well, we just thought that... Mike, that because you keep copy and pasting all of us the same text message, we would just unsubscribe from the services. It's a bit like a spam email, so we've just unsubscribed.
Wait, what message am I copy and pasting?
All of them.
All of them. Frequently, you'll text me and Luke the same thing. Earlier in the week, you text me, Luke, Ruben, and Keelan the same message about your ATAR. Don't play dumb. This is a thing, and we've just unsubscribed.
No, it wasn't even a copy and paste. It was a unique message for all of you. So it's not a subscription service. It's a personalized service.
No, Ruben says we put the screenshot in the group chat. Ruben reckons he got the exact same message as Luke.
Luke, Lewis, and Keelan all got a unique one. I don't know Ruben that well, so I just gave him a generic.
Dude, how can you...
Only Ruben got a generic one.
There is no way it could have been unique.
You got an original, and I think I just copied and pasted yours for Ruben.
Okay, Luke, what did yours say? Let's compare.
Bro, I got a 96 ATAR, 2 more than Ruben.
Okay.
So I'm assuming he sent...
I got a 96 ATAR.
I got a 96 ATAR, man. So he put a man on mine.
Oh, so he's not even... He's rewriting these. So he doesn't even know what efficiency is.
So, Mike, you're rewriting all of these. Honestly, you should just copy-paste them. If you're rewriting them, changing 1 or 2 words, like changing bro to man isn't that much of a difference. You might as well just copy and paste.
But I call you bro and I call Luke man.
Oh, that's good. So we've got like a closer relationship than Luke?
No. You sent bro to me.
Okay, Mike.
What I will say is before you start accusing me of this on your podcast, can I give you a 96 ATAR tip and do some research?
Okay, Mike, we'll take that on board. Thank you very
And
much.
that's how you get a 96 ATAR, guys. See you later.
by annoying all of your friends so that they
And-
disfriend you, and then you have nothing else to do but study.
Once again, guys, another perfect example of why school is not everything in life. Social skills are also important, and don't get caught out spam texting your friends. I think this is an example for everyone.
That's right.
And it's a good, especially in a time where people are communicating with often their friends over social media now and text more than ever. It's definitely a time where if you're doing this mass text stuff, you will get stung because people still communicate with each other.
Absolutely, and that's a good point about the ATAR thing and social skills. Like anyone with a massive ATAR doesn't have much social skills. I've never seen a Chinese international student with mates. It doesn't really correlate.
Fucking rich coming from you.
Yeah, I speak the language and I'm still fucked.
You just choose not to talk to anyone. But
My
Lewis,
choice.
we do want to do... so before Mike called, we were talking about the correspondence has just been overwhelming this week on the email. And for a second, we were like, man, it's so great how much people have been enjoying the show. Isn't this like great? Our community's coming together in this tough time. Then we just realized like, people are fucking bored and
They're desperate.
they literally have nothing else to do than to just email us their bullshit. Because, look, again, 95% of them will be real with you guys because we're all about honesty here.
Yeah.
Fucking trash correspondence.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Really bad. And again, I know people think I fall in the 5%. Can guarantee you don't.
Sorry, you don't. That's like when everyone goes, man, this is the average IQ. And you go, bro, I've got to be so much higher than the average. It's like, nah, you're right in the middle there, pal.
Yeah. And then I'm a guy who fell for a fucking, a dumb TikTok this week where someone just said a thing and I just believed it. It was probably April 1st when I saw that as well. I just
You
probably
might have
blatantly...
shit emails, but you're probably smarter than the both of us.
Yeah. So look, by the way, this is our attitude towards the emails obviously does stop people from contacting the show. We love you guys contacting the show no matter how shit your idea is. So keep them coming in because if we don't get the 95% garbage, then we won't get the 5% good stuff.
That's right. So we love sifting through your shit. So send it through.
Yep. I feel like we do have a bit of like, it's kind of like what are those? They're called a sieve. Never mind, you pretty much said that.
What?
And that was an example of the 95%. That was just fucking garbage, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Okay. So I've finally moved into my new house and it went really smoothly, as difficult it was because we had to move from 3 different places. My place, Jasmine's place, and the warehouse all through to here. So it was many stops, took 12 hours, but it went super smoothly for everyone and everyone was really happy with this except for the fucking cat. I have never seen a more devastated animal in my life than the cat when it found out that it had moved from where it usually spent its whole life, which was just a tiny bedroom, to a big house.
Yeah, see, 2
Devastated.
things. One, cats typically don't like relocating in general. And the second thing is this happened when you first got the cat from a different owner and it hated the room initially as well. So just give it a month. It'll do a big ass shit like last time. It'll claim its territory and then you shouldn't have any problems.
Well, that's why I wanted to talk about this. Because I'm a dog person. I've had dogs my whole life. I've never had a cat. And even when I did have this cat, it was more Jasmine's because it lived at Jasmine's house. I only saw it on the weekends. It was like a weekend cat, which was great. Now I'm a full-time cat owner, and I'm learning a lot about how different they are. They fucking hate change. Cats are like autistic children. They don't like anything fucking with their routine, or they will crack it and they'll punch mum.
It's true. There's a reason why cats are the villains in the movie Cats and Dogs.
Yeah.
Is because widely known, even if you're a cat person, most cat owners go, yeah, but they're fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Even people that like cats know they suck, which is, I don't understand that.
Cats are weirdly calculated in like how they communicate with you. Like whenever they do nice things like meowing or purring, they'll never look at you. But if you've done something to piss them off, like even if it's just something as simple as touching them when they don't particularly want to be rubbed, they will look you directly in the eyes, wait 1 second and then hiss and then look away. Like, hey man, this is for you. Suck my dick, and then they'll look away. It's very strange. So when we moved, we got everything set up.
I've never seen a cat's dick. Do they have dicks?
That's good that you're contributing to the story. I don't think I've seen a cat's dick either because I've got a female cat, so I've only seen my pussy's
But
pussy.
do cats have dicks? It's not like a horse where it's just hanging between their legs.
Well, everything has a dick.
Is it internal though?
Oh, I don't know. I think cats do a lot of rape, don't they?
I was about to tell Keelan to Google it, but don't actually. Because he still is with his mum. His mum's going to come in like, why are you searching cat cock on
look
the
at these
internet?
losers living with their mums. Who would do that?
Yeah. Fucking
Me.
Googling
Till I
cat
was
dicks,
26.
you fucking dorks. Nah, seriously, there's someone look it up. I don't want to.
What were you saying, Ruben?
When I was young, I thought cats were just a female version of dogs.
Wow.
But apparently,
Wow.
And then I heard, I don't know if you guys have seen Community, but there's a character that also believed that at some point. So I don't know if maybe that's
Troy.
kind of a common, Troy. I don't know if maybe that's like a common belief for children. Because they're like they're the domestic things. Everyone has either a cat or a dog. So that's just
Well, I get it.
Wait, and you thought guinea
crazy.
pigs? Wait, did you think guinea pigs were like ones with like, I don't know, a disorder
They're
or something like
non-binary.
that?
baby horses. Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know. No
I don't
guinea
think
pigs.
Ruben is the smartest member of the team at all. Week by
I
week,
think he might have cheated in his exams.
you're one of those book smart guys, aren't you? You know, doesn't know the difference between a cat and a dog, but fucking could explain the biological. Oh fuck, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm a dumbass. the biology
Can't even read the
difference.
cover of a book. Biological difference. Yeah, when Ruben signed up to Centrelink and they asked if he was male or female, he wrote down dog.
Yeah, continue talking about your cat.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so shit cat, right? We move in.
So
a few
shit
days
cat,
in.
no dick.
Yeah,
Just to
shit
clarify.
Cat, no dick. We move in. Everything's all sweet. Me and Chaz are loving it. The cat's still a little bit weird, but whatever. We had to go out to go do our food shopping, so we left for 2 hours. It's the first time we've ever left the cat alone. We come home, and it's like we left when it was like 4 p.m. We came back when it was like 7, so it became dark. We live in an area that has crickets everywhere. The cat has never heard crickets. So we come home after like 3 hours and we can't find the cat anywhere. We go into the very back room and we find the cat like rubbing itself along the walls, meowing and hissing and screaming at the window because it's terrified of the crickets that it's never heard. It stressed the cat out so much that we came home, it saw us, immediately ran to us, which it never does. It doesn't like being touched. It ran to us. It was freaking out. We're like, oh no, what's wrong? We brought it into the kitchen to try and calm it down. We sit down. The cat seems fine. It just sits down and relaxes. We're like, okay, it's calmed down. It just freaked out because we weren't there. Then it vomits everywhere on the kitchen floor. And we're like, oh, fuck, quick, get a towel. And then it looks fine again. It runs up to me. I'm trying to comfort it. It vomits all over my fucking jeans again. Hasn't eaten any food for 3 days, so it's just vomiting clear liquid. I don't know what it is. Then we're cleaning up the cat vomit. It runs off somewhere else. And then I'm like, all right, it's clean. Let's find the cat. Jazz goes to find the cat. She goes, Lewis, help. I'm like, what's going? She's pooing. Diarrhea shit. Everywhere in the fucking laundry. Shit's all over itself and then runs through the house. Jazz catches the cat. It's got shit all over its tail. Flicks her in the face. Jazz has diarrhea all over her face. I'm not helping because fuck that. And we had to like wash it in the shower while it was screaming at the crickets. Very traumatic for the cat.
Oh my god.
Fuck that. Man.
Yeah.
That is, if that isn't an incentive to not buy a cat, then I don't know what is. You're gonna end up with shit on your face.
Don't get a cat.
That's so disrespectful. Like you're cleaning its shit and it's hissing at you. Show some respect.
Yeah. I haven't kissed Jazz for days.
That's so rough.
So the move's going well for everyone except the cat.
Yeah, that's good. So is it weird that you're like, I don't know, what's been the worst thing so far about moving out? Because I can't imagine you doing anything really. Like adulty.
Honestly, it's been fucking awesome. I can film when I want. I don't have to be considerate of anybody else. I'm on my own time schedule. The best thing is, I don't know, I haven't noticed anything bad yet. I'm sure that I will. The house hasn't got to a point where we've had to clean yet. We've only been here for a few days. We did our first big clean, so it was like really clean. And now we're just trying to stay on top of it. It's just the only thing I've noticed is that everything is my fault now. And everything's my responsibility, which is very new.
Whose fault was it?
Oh, just like the lawn is now my responsibility.
Oh, do you have a backyard?
Yeah, we've got a backyard.
Oh, it's annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a tiny backyard, and the only thing I have, look, I've talked about it on my podcast. I'm not going to get into it, but I'm at fucking war with weeds, and I've talked to you about it off the podcast. I'm in like, I take my weeds in my backyard. I'm like an old man. Whenever I see a new weed come through, it's a personal attack, and I've gone down to Bunnings. Like the people at Bunnings like fucking know me as the weed guy. Like I'm just there buying weed killer. And like I spend like hours at a time just pulling up roots, trying to kill it from the source because they just mulched over like grass when I got the house.
Oh, so that's not good.
So there's nothing put down under the mulch, so it's just grass. Anyway.
Oh, so they tricked you into thinking that you didn't have a lawn.
Yeah, they think they were just trying to make it look good on the website. And it's like, I would have preferred just dead grass that I had to mow once a month as opposed to pulling out weeds like once every 2 weeks, and it takes me hours.
Now,
it sucks.
I've seen your backyard, Luke. I reckon mine, compared to like the front yard, is probably 5 to 7 times bigger. So I'm going to have
you bought like you're
problem.
renting like a house.
Yeah, a house. Yeah.
I've got a unit.
I didn't buy a house, guys. Spears on Stage was cancelled. I'm not buying. I'm renting.
Yeah, but like I didn't do that for a reason because I didn't want any upkeep. I was like, I got a backyard with like gravel and there's nothing in it. There's a clothesline gravel and there's like no plants. And I'm like, this is perfect. And other people will be like, this is prison. I'm like, no, that's great.
Yeah. I got... I don't know. I've got like a bunch of rooms. I think I'll do like a house tour on my second channel or something. But we'll see. We'll see. Don't really want to fucking people working out where I live.
Can we do quarantine conveniences now?
Yes, I have a few quarantine conveniences. So we did this last episode, a segment where I feel like now that everyone's at home, basically people are finding out what they have that's really convenient, that really is only apparent now. So me... I used to live at home. My mum's a hairdresser. That was super convenient for me. I've lost that. Right now, I think that I have lost all of my convenience. I don't have any.
Did you at least get a haircut before you left?
I'm going on Monday to get a haircut, so I can at least like
you can
retain
still go
that.
back there.
Yeah,
you're still allowed to see your family.
Yeah.
No, you are.
Yeah, I know we are, but I don't know. I don't think I want to. Like, I don't want to fuck like with. Mum and
it's like it has nothing to do with the virus. Fuck them.
I'd rather just FaceTime Mum because she can't get anything from me. I don't know. It's a weird time where I feel like it's getting like very real in Australia. Like a bunch of people in Kmart got it at Chadstone Shopping Centre. I don't know why the fuck that's still open. Bunch of people.
Is that why you were shopping online today? I saw you were Kmart shopping online.
Yeah, that's right. I was shopping online for Kmart, and the Kmart online is so busy that they made me wait in a queue.
Yeah, but this is the problem. Like, I bought some headphones online today, and I was like, I won't go to the shops. I'll just go buy them online. And then it said they were going to come in like 2 to 3 weeks. And I was like, well, that's shit. Like, there's no incentive to buy online because everything's taking so long to go. So I'd rather just risk it, you know? It's an essential. I need
a lot
good
of people
tunes.
are doing that. All right, so quarantine conveniences. I've got 2 emails here. So we have one email from Ivy. She says, "G'day, boys. We happen to have a bidet in our house, so toilet paper is not a worry."
What? Do they live in Thailand?
I don't know.
That's crazy. In Australia, that is rare, for sure.
Now, how this segment's supposed to go is I read the email and then Luke presses the sound effect, but he's off the ball today.
You're supposed to do it at the start, actually.
Okay, well, we're doing it again. It's time for quarantine convenience. Oh, I can't go out because of quarantine, but luckily I got this. All right, Ivy's emailed the show. Okay, yeah. James has emailed the show, and he said, "Hey guys, I'm James. My dad is a paramedic, so he already has gloves, masks, and rubbing alcohol already stocked up. And my mum is an emergency nurse, so she already has sterile bandages and over-the-counter medication stocked up. And I'm a fat cunt, so I already have frozen meals and canned food ready to go. That's great, James. Very self-aware and quite convenient.
Wait, so his mum's a what? A pharmacist and has all that stuff, or a
A
nurse?
nurse.
Why would
Dad's a
nurses have that
paramedic,
stuff at
mum's a
home?
nurse. Over-the-counter stuff, he said.
But why would they stock up on that? That's so weird.
I don't know, maybe she's been stealing from the hospital.
I don't know. That's just like working at Subway and having heaps of footlongs in your fridge. You know, it's
That
just
is
weird
strange. That is
to
very
like
weird.
take your work home with you like that. I thought they keep all that shit at the hospital. You know, it's weird.
And that was that
Is there any more?
quarantine convenience. No, that's all we've gotten.
Jeez, that was-
like we said, Luke, 95% of them, very shit.
See, that's crazy because I saw about 20 come through during the week and 2 have made it to the show.
Oh, we got a lot. We got a lot of emails. So lukeandlewis5@gmail.com. Send us your quarantine convenience. Send us your incredible scenes at home. 95% of them will be ignored. But if you're that lucky 5%, I will read it on the show.
There's a few celeb spots that come in. Maybe we'll get to it next week. Geez, okay, can I give you some, like, just people listening, this is kind of the level of shitness. I've just opened a random email here,
Yeah.
the first one I've seen on
Yeah.
the lukeandlewis5@gmail.com. There's so many layers of fucking shitness to this email. Okay? Firstly, it's sent to us by Dolphin Boy 360.
Hate that. Absolutely.
So
hate that.
already
Change your
I'm like
fucking
pretty
email,
much
dude.
marking as spam. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And by the way, boy spelt B-O-I.
Of course. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey boys, my name is Dan. And
How
then
did he
just
spell boys that time?
it's correctly. So he knows
Okay.
how to spell it. He's just being a douchebag in the email. He's not illiterate.
Does that mean that Dolphin Boy with a Y360 was taken?
Maybe
Fuck,
Or he's
that'd be a
just
red
like-
flag.
intentionally being insufferable. He goes, I bet this email is fake because of course you'd do that. Is that a funny thing to do on a podcast? Like go email us at lukeandlewis5@gmail.com for a year. Is that a funny thing to do for a year?
What does this idiot think we've been doing for a whole year? Telling you to email us and it's a fake email and then we make up what you email us? And all of the ones that we make up are garbage?
Yeah. And then he just goes, talk more about marble racing. That shit's fire. And then ends it with just saying, fuck off, Dan. Like he signed it with like, instead of like sincerely, he's gone return, fuck off, return, Dan.
It's not
Not
really how
kind
you end an
regards.
email. Nothing. Not even sincerely.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, that's not really a contribution. That's just a comment.
And some input. Yeah. That would, well, put that in the sound off section. Don't.
Yeah.
You've emailed a YouTube comment into the show.
Well, I think it was a suggestion. I think you just wanted us to talk more about marble racing. But if you're going to suggest it in the worst way possible, it makes us think that the only people who enjoyed that content was degenerates like you. So therefore,
like-
we won't keep
That's
doing
like
it.
instead of liking a video, you just
Yeah.
email a thumbs up emoji to the fucking email.
I reckon fucking Chicken Imps just made a new email because this is just like new layers of trash. Anyway, that's just a random email. So that just gives you some kind of perspective. So if you're self-conscious, my point here was if you're self-conscious going, oh, they're going to hate my email. Look, we probably won't like it, but it can't be as bad as that.
That being
So
said,
send it
though,
in.
Dolphin Boy has reminded me of something that I forgot to bring to the show a few days ago.
Damn
Luke,
it. Does that mean it was good?
Well, let's see where this goes. Luke, you brought up the marble racing.
Yeah.
I was Googling it, and someone sent this into the Facebook page as well. The marble racing guy has signed a broadcast deal with Optus to
It was an April
broadcast
Fool's joke.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Dolphin Boy, your emails suck.
Yeah. Someone also sent this to me, and then turns out I think it was on April 1st when that came out, and
Right.
it hasn't. Because I didn't know what Optus Sport was. Is that a real thing? Optus Sport?
Yeah, they do it. They do it.
It sounds real, but I've never heard of it before, so that could be a fake as well. Who knows?
That's a good idea.
Optus
They
Sport
should
is real.
do that.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
But that was an April Fool's.
Apparently, people were talking
Okay.
about it in my Discord this week, and honestly, I was mad that he signed a deal because I was like, oh, does that mean that we can't watch it for free on YouTube anymore?
Yeah,
I
that's
thought he
exactly
sold
what
out.
I thought. Yeah, what
Good on
sold
him.
out.
Because
Yeah.
he's been putting in a lot of effort in his basement making this marble league. I would have done the same thing. You know, if we could upload this on Optus Sport, then we'd be doing it, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, so I got fooled by so many April Fool's things purely because I just don't know what date it is because I'm just not leaving the house. I don't know what day it is today.
Oh, I woke up this morning. I thought it was, wait, it's Sunday? Yeah, I thought it was Saturday. No, Monday. I didn't even fucking know.
You
I
don't
thought
even
it
know
was
when yesterday
Monday.
is supposed to be.
No, but how stupid is this? I thought it was Monday for about 2 to 3 hours, and then I realized it wasn't, but it didn't matter because it didn't affect my day anyway. It's
Yeah.
not like I was late for anything or I missed
Yeah.
an appointment.
It is very strange.
Ugh, we've hit a lull, boys.
Speaking of lulls, guys, I've hit a new low for entertainment. I'm running out of ways to entertain myself. Now that I'm set up in the house, that's it. That was like 4 days of like being incredibly productive. It was great. And now we're like pretty much finished. And I'm like, okay, I played some video games. I did some writing. That's it. I've hit a new low and I've started doing something that I'm absolutely ashamed of myself in. I've started playing, and this is not sponsored or a joke. I've been playing this for the last 3 days. I've started playing Raid Shadow Legends on my fucking phone.
You know what?
I love it.
I'm going to judge you. Sorry, I was going to judge you, and then I realized that 2 nights ago I re-downloaded Clash of Clans.
Oh, Clash of Clans.
I haven't played it yet, haven't opened it yet, but it's there if I need it. You know, it's like
Yeah.
there for me if like things get really bad. It's
Clash
like my
in case of
safety net.
emergency.
Yeah, I haven't opened it yet, and I still don't know if it saved my progress from when I was like 15 or if I'm gonna have to start again. Maybe if you're playing that raid one, I might have to get on that.
You know what? This is going to be very controversial. This is not sponsored. I haven't made any money from Raid, right? Fun game. Thoroughly enjoying it. Good graphics.
But is it
cool
any game
mechanics.
good on your iPhone?
That's why people say that Raid is bad, because they point out all of the things that are wrong with it, and basically they're just going, mobile gaming bad. And it's like, yes, but in terms of mobile games, pretty good.
Yeah, because I don't think mobile gaming's really progressed much further than Angry Birds at this point.
I would say that it has regressed from Angry Birds, because I would say
Probably.
that Angry Birds you could probably play on a computer and it would still be fun. That was
Yeah.
a genuinely fun game.
True. Like, I don't know. I see it because I went on the App Store the other night because I hadn't been on there for probably 2 years in the game section because I don't really play mobile games. But
Yes, you do. One time I watched you on a flight from Melbourne to Perth play a mobile phone game the whole way.
oh yeah. But I've got 3 downloaded though. Like I don't go on the store. I've had those.
Yeah.
There's Candy Crush. It was just the ones that I had downloaded in high school.
That's what I didn't tell you to do anything else because I just wanted to see how long you would do it. Melbourne to Perth, the whole way there
Yeah.
and back.
Yes.
One mobile game. That's like a 3-hour flight.
4 hours.
A mobile game for 4 hours. I play
Yeah,
Raid
but what-
Shadow Legends for 20 minutes and I go, oh, that was a fun 20 minutes.
No, but
I'm
that's like
fucked.
that's different. That's the only time I'll ever play one is when I don't think the flight had Wi-Fi, so it was airplane mode, and I was
Yeah.
listening to music. It was just a thing to numb my brain while I was listening to music. I was mainly
Yeah.
listening to podcasts and music while keeping my eyes entertained because I couldn't be bothered to sleep. I just didn't want to sleep.
Yeah, I suppose that's like the only way to numb your brain. I reckon, honestly, if you were allowed to do heroin on a plane, you would 100% do that on the way to Perth.
Yeah,
Just
but
to
I'd be like, oh,
skip
guys,
the
it's
flight.
only on a plane, you know? I
Yeah.
justify it for sure. And also, like, I'd be like, oh, so I'm prepping for Perth, you know? I got to fit in
Yeah,
there.
that's true. You got to engage in the culture.
But yeah, what was I saying about video games? Oh, whatever. I had a point. Who cares? Video games are...
App Store?
Oh, yeah. You're saying that mobile games suck. And
Yeah.
I was confused when I saw, like, Call of Duty on the App Store. Can you play shooters on your phone?
I think
Who
they
does
have
that?
I think they have some companion app. Like I
Oh,
was
so it's not
playing
like
the
you're sitting there
Warzone.
playing.
No, not really. But they have Fortnite, like the game.
Oh, so you can do
Fortnite.
it?
You can. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know why
so it's
you
just like
would.
11-year-olds that aren't allowed a console.
Man, back when we were allowed to get on the train, I saw some like 30-year-old dude in a business suit playing fucking Fortnite on his phone. I was like,
Oh,
dude,
true,
you
commuting.
hate your job.
Yeah, my mate works at a company that makes mobile apps, and he said that I was like, oh, you guys must be going great right now because I've just downloaded a bunch. He's like, no, man, like we've lost half our audience for most of the shit because most of our
Wow.
audience was commuting.
Yeah.
So like
That's
all the
true.
game ones have gone down, but all the lifestyle ones have gone up because people are downloading like the yoga bullshit to do at home and stuff. So
Yeah.
games have just plummeted. But I feel like there would be a little spark for people like me who are like, oh, I'm bored as fuck.
Yeah.
Let's try something new. But overall, I think because people are playing PlayStation more now because they have more time to play real
Yeah,
games.
I've noticed more people playing games and stuff, like the actual sit down at the desk games. Oh no, I was going to say something.
You know what's
that's
weird?
right. I read this really interesting article. I haven't seen this on our show, but apparently podcasts as a whole have dropped like a huge percentage because of the same reason. People like have nowhere to go.
Yeah,
so
we
they're
saw
not
like
really
an
doing it.
initial spike with this
Yeah.
one, and even my own like personal one. We're both like, oh, it's going up a bit, and now it's just like kind of evened out and maybe dropped a little bit actually. Partly because it's harder for this show to do in the current situation because it's obvious that we're not in the same room and stuff. But I think overall, yeah, people are just
Not
doing other
commuting.
shit. I don't know what people are doing though. Just
Well,
watching movies and stuff.
I used to listen to podcasts when I was walking around or on the train, but the only time I would listen at home is when I was like cleaning.
I only do
Or
that now
maybe
when I'm
doing
doing the
something.
dishes and stuff.
Yeah.
Now only if it's either commuting or when I'm cleaning. I don't just chuck it on. Or I still watch clips though of some of my favorite podcasts.
I do that, yeah. So I don't know. We'll just pump out more clips because I've noticed
Oh.
that my channel, my main channel, has been going way up because people are watching more videos.
Yeah.
But no one's really sitting down to watch a whole thing, I suppose.
By the way, if you do just want to, like, obviously sometimes you may not have time to listen to the whole episode, we do have a Luke and Lewis highlights channel, which is where we upload, like, all our favorite moments from the podcast. So if you want to go check that out, hit subscribe because Ruben and Keelan work very hard on it. And
Yeah, they've been putting some great clips up. We've finally been pumping them out, and it's for all those people who can't be bothered listening to like a podcast 40 minutes in. It's good to advertise the clips channel about 40 minutes into a full.
It's also a good
episode.
way to, like, if you want to show your friends a podcast, but you know your friends, like, it's such a shit thing when you go, you should listen to this podcast, and it's like you send someone a 50-minute link. It's like,
Yeah.
if you want to send someone just a short, funny bit that we did, go find it on the highlights channel. It's a way better way to get people into stuff. Is send them like
'cause
a
that's what we wanna
bite-sized
do,
chunk.
Man. We really want to grow this thing now that it's we're all set up and we're doing this even on Zoom together. We still want to grow this shit because we really believe in it. So send your friends the clips, send them an Instagram IGTV video. That's the way we're going to grow this show.
And that's the way the 5% of good emails get better. And
That's
you know,
right.
then we can have more than 2 that
Because
are usable.
the percentage will never increase, but the
No.
number will.
No, and that's not your fault. Partly us. Like, you kind of you get what you put out. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a moron, so I attract a lot, and I fully understand that. And also the education system. It's a reflection on that as well.
That's right.
But yeah, so probably time to wrap it up.
Yeah, I think so. Do I have anything else that I wanted to say? No. We just wanted to say maybe on Thursday's episode, Louis C.K. just dropped a stand-up comedy special. We're all going to watch it. And on Thursday's episode, we're going to talk about it, talk about the reaction, because I haven't seen it, any of the reaction, because I'm staying away from it. I don't want there to be spoilers about even the topics of the jokes. But I think that him dropping a special during quarantine and also during this point of his career, after all of this controversy, will be very interesting to see what he comes out with.
Well, I'm really interested to see it because I think I've talked about this before, but I watched him 4 nights in a row the end of 2018 when he first
So
came back
cool.
after the controversy. I watched him work on the material at the Comedy Cellar for like
That's so
4, maybe it was 5 nights. I forget, but I want to see how much of the jokes are similar to what he had a year ago. Type thing.
From what you told me, we won't ruin it in case it's in the special, but from what you told me, it seems like it's going to be very, very fire, very good. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, it was fucking good, the stuff that I saw. So it'll be good. It'll be interesting because I didn't. We'll talk about it next week, but yeah, I feel like he has a lot to prove. Like,
Yes.
really, not many comedians ever have anything to prove from a new special. Like, this is interesting because he has a lot to
not after
prove.
they've made it. That's true. Like Dave Chappelle, when he came back with his Netflix specials, had a lot to prove because he was gone for ages.
But then he did,
Can
like,
still do
4.
it. Yeah.
And then the 4th one, he's got nothing to prove. He's already done 3, you know?
Yeah, well, that's kind of what Louis C.K. was doing. He was pumping them out, and then they were just like specials and specials. They weren't, I suppose, like I don't know. We'll talk about this one because I think it'll be very interesting.
And also, we're about to record a secret podcast for the Patreon, but shut the fuck up.
Why would you tell them about that? That's
well-
only for the people who support us on Patreon. You fucking know that.
True. Well, anyway, I don't want to talk about it anymore, but look, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to be a renegade. I'm going to go rogue.
What?
The subject matter of the one we're about to record, I was thinking,
Yeah.
could be about video games.
Okay.
Because I feel like it's a discussion that people really enjoyed. Meg and I talked about it on a live stream, and I've never had so many people be interested in what video games I play. I'm like, well, who gives a fuck? But anyway.
All right. That's
Well,
good because
let's
I've been
do a
playing
video-
something new that isn't World of Warcraft.
Yeah,
so I'm
let's
not going
do
to bore the listeners.
A video game themed secret podcast, but at the same time, cease talking about it, everyone.
Yes. Yeah.
Keelan.
We're going to do that, but shut your fucking mouth. Keelan, can you be quiet, please?
Keelan, you've been so fucking audible this whole podcast talking about the secret one. You actually
that's
have
something-
said
That's
nothing.
something to tease, you know? Keelan might say one word.
You okay?
Yeah.
Good.
That's good. We'll talk about this later in the secret episode. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Check us out on the YouTube highlights. Make sure you share the clips with your friends. That's how we're going to grow the show and promote it. That's the best way to do it. And there's also a bunch of banger highlights up there. And follow us on Instagram. Anything to say, Luke, before we end it?
Nah, that's it. See ya.
All right. Salute to all the sergeants. We'll talk to you soon.